what's up guys? It's me, Lori, aka Loretta Chow, the sex reporter, and I wanted to tell you a little bit about a toy that I got recently. It's not a sex toy, although I do talk about sex toys sometimes on the website and on this channel, but this one is a little bit more general interest. It is the Apple Watch. So as you may or may not know, they released a new edition of the Apple Watch and lots of people are talking about it. There's reviews left and right. Should you get it? Should you not? Yada yada yada. Whatever. This is not a tech channel. What I wanted to talk to you about are the apps that may enhance your sex life. The sexiest apps in the App Store for the Apple Watch. So the Apple Watch is by many measures the ultimate wearable. It's got a lot of health applications. It can take your pulse. It can measure, you can track how much water you drink. It reminds you to stand up and move around once in a while. And it can track your running if you like to run outside. It has GPS. So there's a lot of uses for the Apple Watch. There are also some that I think may be very good for your dating life or your sexual health. So I wanted to share those with you today. To get this out of the way first, there are hookup apps that are Apple Watch compatible. There are dating sites that are Apple Watch compatible, but I'm mostly not going to talk about them because I did look through those and I found that a lot of them seem kind of like different versions of the same thing. They're by the same developers and people complain about them, and they have this thing where they reward you with like some perks within the app if you give it a 5-star rating. So a lot of the ratings seem fraudulent and I'm just not down with that. And I also feel like we're already very well accustomed to Tinder and Bumble and all those other dating apps, so I'm just gonna leave that alone. So the first one I'm gonna talk about is Converse, which is an app that can help you meet people in real life. The app is like a one-push app where you just press the button, you say what you want to say to another person who may not speak the same language as you, and then it displays that phrase in the other language and reads it out loud. So you could easily imagine traveling and wanting to talk to a person at a bar or on the sidewalk or something like that, and realizing that you can't get your point across or get their number. You just gotta press the button and say what you gotta say, and the watch does it for you. To test this out for you guys, I chose a language that I know so that I can attest to the accuracy of what the watch is saying, and I will try it right now. Would you like to go to a movie with me?
Gostaria de ir ao cinema comigo.
That is accurate. If you want to switch language, you could just scroll through or have the person you're talking to scroll through and pick the language that they speak. So in general, the Apple Watch has a lot of health benefits. You can remind yourself to stay hydrated, you can track your fitness routines, and all of those things are of course very good for staying fit, staying healthy, and those are all great for your sex and your dating life. But there's one exercise app that I found that is specifically good for your sex life if you're a woman, and it's called Kegel. The app coaches you through several minutes of Kegel exercises, telling you when to squeeze and when to relax, and also I believe takes your heart rate while you're doing it. There are two things to know with this app though. If you don't sign in through the phone first, then the watch app is not really gonna work because it just crashes. But once I went in through the phone, then it worked perfectly. The other thing is that depending on where you try the app first, you might wanna go into the settings and turn off the sound, because by default, the sound is on and the app says really loud, squeeze, and then it counts it down and it's like relax, and it counts it down, which might not be something you wanna do in the office. There are a few truth or dare apps which can be fun if you like to host parties and you just want to have a little bit like adult entertainment. And one of them is called 60 Shades of Truth or Dare. It's very simple. You just look at your watch and it says truth or dare. You pick one and it gives you a prompt. So this one says truth. If you got a chance to make anyone in this room your slave, who would that be? And then dare says lick the person to your right's feet. That's kind of extreme. The other one is just called Truth or Dare, and this one needs to be played with your phone because it's a spin the bottle type of situation where it tells you what to do with the other person after you spin the bottle. And the thing that works on your watch is that you use the watch to spin the bottle, but the bottle itself is lying in the middle of your group on your phone, and you can see where it spins and who it lands on. This app is a freemium app where you can pay extra to get prompts that are more and more mature as you go along. So the ones that come free are the kid ones that are like 7 minutes in heaven, or like shouting out the person's name who you like the most in the group. But if you upgrade to mature or adult, then you can get things like take the bra off of the person to your left or stuff like that. There's another app called Intimacy. I have no idea how to pronounce it, but it is something that you can play with a partner. So it is a bit like Truth or Dare, but it's more sexual in nature. Now, I don't know who the developer of this app is. I have a feeling they're not English speaking because a lot of the prompts don't really make sense in English. So that stuff doesn't work that well, but there is a section on the app where it's kind of works like sex dice, so it gives you like an action and a body part, so you can use that to play with your partner for foreplay as well. There are also apps that make your daily life better that can also work to make your dates function better, like Open Table, which you can book tables through and book a dinner for your date. Foursquare helps you find a place where you might want to go, and Lyft can help you book a ride to go to wherever it is that you're meeting that person and also let you know how long it is going to take for you to get there. Speaking of how long it's going to take for you to get there, there's another cool app that'll help you always be on time for a date, and that is called ETA. It syncs with your calendar, and you can program your home and your office into it, so it tells you how long it's going to take you to get to those places or get to your next destination wherever you are. It even takes traffic into account, so it's very useful if you live in a very trafficy city. Another health related app that's good for your sex life is a period tracker. So period trackers will tell you when you can expect your next period, assuming you are somewhat regular, and it will also tell you other information like when you're most fertile and stuff like that. But there's one called Eve, which has a watch app that's very nice. It tells you the countdown for how many days you have left. But in addition to that, if you go into the app on your phone, there's a significant community function where you can sign up for groups of different things you're interested in. So if you, for example, are trying to conceive and you want to track, your fertile days, and you want to talk to other people who are doing that and going through that, you can join those groups and have conversations, or you can join a sex positive group. I highly recommend it because within the forums, they encourage sex positivity and being objective, not judging one another, and people really do seem to take that seriously in these conversations. So regardless of whether you guys have an Apple Watch, do you have any applications, it could be for Android, for iOS, for any operating system, that you think are good for your sex life, your dating life, your sexual wellness? Let me know in the comments below, and let me know what you thought of this review. If you liked the video, please subscribe to the channel, and make sure you also hit that little bell next to it when you do click subscribe, because that'll make sure that you won't miss out on any new videos that come out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.